Hi, I am a developer, designer, and architect. In this multi-part Kafka video presentation, I will be teaching you about my experiences with respect to Kafka. As part of the part 1 video discussion, I will be introducing about Kafka and how to set up Kafka using Windows 11 environment. This is a multi-part technical discussion including interview or test your knowledge session at the end, and I hope this series will be helpful for those who are interested in learning the Kafka. Request you to post your comments so that I can improve my sessions over a period of time. Thank you. User introduction, we are going to see two different topics. What is Kafka and what are the uses of Kafka and real-time usage of Kafka in popular business environment. Today, let's see only the introduction section and setting up the Kafka using Windows 11. So, what is Kafka? Kafka is an open source stream processing system from LinkedIn. It is formally released for general public usage by 2011. Since the release of Kafka, it is much popular tool for large scale stream processing system. It, u- it was originally developed by LinkedIn using Java and Scala. Scala is an object oriented programming language and also aids in functional programming. Scala is more popular for data processing, distributed computing, and web development. With its richness in these areas, with the flavor of Java, LinkedIn developed Kafka and it became core part of their infrastructure management. It was originally developed in-house as a stream processing platform and was subsequently open sourced. Kafka is also called as a publish subscribe messaging system. That is, it is a messaging pattern where senders of the messages are called as publishers. They do not program the messages to be sent directly to the specific receivers called subscribers, but instead categorize published messages it into a kind of pipe or system without knowledge of the subscription. The subscribers express interest in one or more messages and they only receive those messages they are of interest without the knowledge of which publishers. And that's why Kafka is also termed as a messaging system between publishers and receivers. Kafka helps in real-time data processing. That is, it has the ability to process data as soon as it receives input and give the processed data as output. Kafka is used extensively to handle situations like low latency systems. This means the amount of time it takes for a record that is produced to Kafka to be fetched by the consumer is very short. Kafka is for retaining published messages for specified time. You can persist the data it into disk as long as you like. Retention period is configurable parameter that allows you to store the data to a specific time period the way in which you like. Kafka is a kind of message channel that can integrate multiple applications and systems together. Compared to other stream processing systems, Kafka is considered as a low-cost solution in terms of operational cost. Because its speed, ability to handle large volume of data, and configurable parameters such as retention period, it is generally considered as a perfect replacement for traditional message brokers. Kafka is perfect competition for other traditional products like ActiveMQ, RabbitMQ, IBM WebSphere, and others. Though Kafka handles millions of messages for learning as well as for small scale purpose, you can still use either Windows 10 or Windows 11 environment. I will be showing on how to install and configure the Kafka in Windows 11 environment. If you see here, these are the software dependencies to run Kafka in Windows 11 environment. You need 7-zip in order to unpack the Kafka package. Kafka built using Java and so you need a Java runtime environment. You can download the Kafka runtime or source code from the Kafka official site and use it for your requirements. I will also run through what configuration setting you need to do after installing JRE and Kafka in your Windows environment. I will also run through how to start Kafka in your Windows environment. So, most of the laptops or personal computers have recent version of Java runtime environment to run one or another software in your system. In case if you want to confirm the Java installation in the command prompt, just type Java version. This will result in Java version and the Java runtime environment in your PC laptop, which means that your JRE is already installed in your laptop or in personal computer. In case if you do not have, you can download the same from the website as mentioned in the slide and install it. It's free. After installing the Java version, do not forget to restart your PC or laptop and check the Java version installed therein. Just next is just download the 7-zip file from their official site and install it in your laptop and PC. That with that we passed the first step. Next is let's see how we can download and install Kafka in Windows environment. You know Kafka is an open source and it is free. You can download the Kafka software from their official website, that is kafka.apache.org. After visiting the main Kafka page, click on the download link as available on the top right hand corner. You need 7-zip to unpack the download. After unpack, you can find the folder as shown in this slide. Copy the whole folder and move it to your designated drive where you want to run the Kafka. It can be either a C drive or a D drive. Now, let us quickly explore the directory structure of the folder that you moved to C or D drive. If you look into the slide, the top folder is a bin folder containing all the executable to run Kafka. The second folder is the config folder where all configurations are all maintained in a readable format where you can make changes as per your requirements. For example, you can modify the size of the message using server.config file. Third important folder contains the library files for running the Kafka software. Important thing that you need to note here is within the bin folder you have the Windows folder. This Windows folder contains all the binary files are executable to run the Kafka Windows environment. This is what we will be using throughout the classes which we follow through. Now let us see what configuration changes we need to do as part of setting up the Kafka. In the Kafka folder, you can see the config folder and go to the server.config file and open it in a notepad. Here, just a ch for log dot. You will land in this location where you have slash temp. Change it into d colon slash Kafka or c colon slash Kafka or the path wherever you saved that folder. You just save that with that server configuration is done. Now open the another file zookeeper.config and then here also you make the changes as shown here. That is change that slash temp into d colon slash Kafka and then you can see the end. I changed it into zookeeper under hyphen data where we will maintain zookeeper related configuration. You just save that. With that, the configuration related to Kafka and Zookeeper is done. And now you are ready for your setup with the Windows environment. So, in this session, you learned about what is Kafka and how to configure it in the Windows 10 or 11 environment. Wait for my next session on this series of Kafka session. Thank you.